on Rock 105.1.
It's 8:52 and 49 degrees outside the Appletree Honda Acura studios. It is Inauguration Day, and it is time for the inaugural edition of the Brews News with the one and only Mr. Rick Rice, the guru of brews, who does not drive 55 after he's been drinking. He usually takes a cab or an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, sir.
It's true, or I just get sloshed at home.
That's right. And it's not uno, it would be dos.
Dos.
Dos times El Chapo.
Dos for El Chapo. Once again, the Asheville brew scene, I'm very disappointed. They dropped the ball. The chances for the inauguration ale, they could have had like a blueberry saison on one side and then a red ale on the other.
Yeah, there you go.
And then see who chooses what.
There you go.
And we could all come together. Things that we can agree on include beer.
And then we could all have a brown ale after the inauguration.
Oh, yeah. If you stop by Taco Bell on the way home, it'll happen the next day. Weekly Breakdown brought to you by the Asheville Ale Trail. Don't forget to download the app, sign up for that weekly 6-pack, get all the info right there in your inbox. So the Catawba series continues with the small batch beers every week.
Right.
It's part of that Passport Rewards program. I've got to get over there and get me one of those so I can start getting it stamped. The Small Batch Blonde, which came out yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. This is actually their original recipe for a beer that was the very first one they sold back in the day in Glen Alpine, North Carolina. The very first one that was known as the Buffalo Nickel Ale back in the day. They've kind of resurrected that. So it's a new beer that's an old beer. So if you get that one, which came out yesterday at their tap room there in the South Slope, or any of their tap rooms that are Morganson or down there in Biltmore Village, you'll be able to experience one of the very first beers that they produced.
Excellent.
So it's not been sitting around the store shelves.
Right, it's not stale.
They made it again. They made it again. We told you a while back about the Asheville Brewing Company and Deschutes collaboration, the Nottoway River Rye Bock. Mm-hmm. That comes out today at 5 o'clock.
Okay, I have a little Asheville Brewing news for you.
Okay, then.
You do know they have a new place, right?
Yeah, the one on Merriman Avenue with the tacos.
The Tacos and Taps?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I went there the other day.
I was wondering.
Chorizo tacos.
Talk to me.
I would sell my relatives to a group of terrorists for more of those
sell
tacos.
them anyway, but I mean, if it's...
Fantastic. Oh, it's all drive-through.
Yep.
They've got great tacos. They've got a huge list of proteins that you can choose.
Yeah, you can mix and match.
And then they've got the growlers.
Yes.
Where do you go wrong?
Yeah, I've heard good things. Everyone that's eaten there so far... Really so the wife and I need to get over there because we do enjoy a taco.
And if you're going to go over there, you might as well come by our house afterwards.
Sure,
just bring a sack of tacos.
Just bring some tacos with. See, that's
marketing.
Right there in the thing with the deal. Hey, swing on by Twin Leaf tomorrow. 3 new beers for them on draft at the Brew Pub. The Cosmic Inquiries Barrel Fermented Berry Saison, the Barrel Aged Luminosity Triple, and Bjorn's Awakening Coffee Brown. That's a new one, too. Yesterday at Pisgah. Love that place, especially in the summer when it's out there. You get the fire going at night, little campfire action. The winter release of the Vanilla Porter in their tap room at Black Mountain. So you can get it on draft. You can get it in 22-ounce bottles while supplies last. And, hey, we're only 4 weeks away from the Asheville Beer Expo. That is coming up in downtown Asheville. Tickets are going fast. They're limited to begin with, so if you've been talking about this with your buds, I know we'll be there.
Oh,
yeah, we'll be there representing. So here's some of the panel discussions, because there's 2 sessions. There's a session 1 and a session 2. Whether you want to do afternoon or evening, maybe this will help make you decide which tickets you want to get. The session 1 panels include Rising from the Grave, Resurrecting Beer Styles. So some old school styles. Let's Work Together, the logistics of collaborating. A lot of people doing that. It's interesting. Rare and Special Beers, Big and Bold. In session 2, the Rare and Special Beers, we'll discuss Sour and Wild. What will 2017 hold? That'll be interesting. Is it a race? Breweries discussing expansion, a lot of them doing it, and embracing the flavors of Western North Carolina, as a lot of people are doing. They're incorporating coffee beans that are roasted here in various flavors. I know some breweries literally picked berries right off the Blue Ridge Parkway and incorporated them into their beer. So those are 2 of the things you need to think about when you discuss the Asheville Beer Expo.
Now, Melissa and I went to this Asheville Beer Expo last year.
And I couldn't make it.
No, we took your place.
Yes.
We tried to do a proper Guru of Brews tasting.
How'd that turn out for you?
Well, it was all well and good until we discovered that there was a stand there from French Broad Chocolates.
Yes.
We never really made it away from that table.
Never left the table.
I have never seen Melissa shove so many chocolates in her face before at one time. I mean, it was like every time the guy at the table would turn around, Melissa was like a thief. She basically just shoving them.
And it got you off the hook for Valentine's Day, too, because it was right around then.
Well, it did actually.
So just look at her at one point and say, honey, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. And you're done right there.
They don't observe.
Take a zip.
They don't observe Valentine's.
Well, even better.
There you go.
I think he should be punished like the rest of us.
No, well, I got bad news for you, John. My wife and I don't either. You're the only one that's been suckered into that Valentine's Day thing. It's the conglomerates that got behind us. I mean,
See what happens with that whole Allen's Pond deal, my friend?
Hallmark and Andy's Candies got together years ago and decided, you know what we need in the middle of February? A holiday.
That's it.
That's how Valentine's Day came to be.
And if you take a plastic bag with you, you could just fill them up and then just get an old box.
I think they frown on that.
They do, but
I think they frown on pilfering at the Asheville Beer Expo. So, speaking of that, also brought to you by Asheville Ale Trail. They're great guys over there. If you can get all your beer info needs at their website, and also, of course, download the app.
There you go. Rick, thanks so much, man. We certainly appreciate it. We'll look forward to catching up with you next week.
Hail to the beer, they're the beer we all say hail to.
8:58, one more check of that Weather Channel forecast. Look at that time saver traffic before we get out of here.